And this is a mirror now impact of our campaign of cleaning up Gulmarg. After extensively having reported on the garbage mess there in Jammu and Kashmir in Gulmarg, authorities have taken notice and now taken action. There is a massive cleanliness drive which is now started in the given area. They've also assured eco-friendly garbage disposal plant in Gulmarg to be set up soon. This is with respect to our reportage on the 29th of May on how the paradise on earth, Gulmarg, which is fast turning into a garbage dump. Look at this, piles and mountains and heaps of garbage with no garbage disposal plan despite increase in tourism in the area. Remember, Gulmarg gets a heavy footfall not just of international tourists, of domestic tourists as well. The area now being pegged for winter sports activity as well. It has seen a peak in tourism, but no work was done on ground as far as clean, eco-friendly garbage disposal is concerned. The concerned authorities have now woken up to our reportage, to the concerns that we've raised here, and a cleanup act is now being seen. Action has been initiated. The authorities have taken note of the complaint that we put out, and they've also promised that there is going to be a garbage disposal plan that is going to be set in place for further cleanup. In the earlier images with our reportage on the 29th of May, just a couple of days back here, we'd shown how garbage mess in Gulmarg is in fact also causing stress to tourists. Remember, these are areas also where trekking is done, where sports tourism is active as well. But a lot of these garbage piles could be seen in uglying the beautiful scenic views. Not just a question of uglying the place, but also being detrimental to the environment there. We have with us our correspondent Farid getting us further inputs with the authorities now, Farid, with respect to our campaign and our reportage finally waking up. But how strong are these assurances? If we could get some specifics when they promise of a further action that is going to be initiated with an eco-friendly garbage disposal plan, what do they really mean?
Well, as of now, they have assured us that they mean action. They mean when they say that they will clean Gulmarg. Now, it is our effort. In fact, it's because of a campaign that finally the authorities have woken up, and we kept them on their toes from the last some days. There is a non-stop cleanliness drive as far as Gulmarg is concerned. There were these mountains of garbage that are being cleaned. More men have been pressed into service, and we'll keep an eye. You're absolutely right. We know how these authorities are. For a few days, they do it, and then once again slip back into slumber. But we'll ensure that they're kept on their toes, and we'll keep following up. But as of now, they have assured that they will go ahead. They'll clean the old garbage that has been piled right in those meadows in the forest area. They'll ensure that...
And there has to be an alternate dumping ground for these hills which were used as dumping grounds here for the piles of garbage. For the moment, of course, they're packing them into packets. But where is all this going to be dumped eventually?
Absolutely, that's the question. The old garbage dumping site was right in the middle of the forest area, so that was absolutely completely unnatural way of dumping the garbage, and in fact there needed to be some scientific method. Now they say that they are working for a facility which would be there to dump garbage scientifically, and to add to that, more men and machinery will be pressed into service to ensure that garbage is cleaned and not dumped in areas which would affect the fragile ecology of areas.
Absolutely, and we're going to be ensuring that this doesn't stop at mere lip service here. A more concrete plan is what they should be going ahead with. Mir, many thanks for those inputs.